So it's almost here. This is the night before the lap. It is Friday the 12th of May and we've arrived here at registration. So it's going to wander on down and get kit check done, get our GPS attached and maybe have a little cheeky beer. But it is a beautiful evening and the weather forecast for tomorrow is actually really warm. If anything, you would argue too warm. So anyway, let's wander in, see if we can find the rest of the gang. So that's kit check done. All the administration is sorted and beers have been drank and we're going to head back. I just want to check in with the main man, the mountain goat. How are we doing, goat?
I'm good, yeah.
So Steve has told me that despite what happens tomorrow, he's going to run the whole thing with me, which is a true pal, an absolute true pal.
We had such a good time at Calderdale and I gave it a lot of thought and I just decided that actually, because it was me and you came up with the idea in the first place.
True, yeah.
So to then
partly my crazy idea.
Stick with you and spend the day together, what could be more appealing?
Well, I appreciate it.
And I want to watch you suffer.
Suffer I will. Alright, well that's it for tonight. Gonna go and try and get some sleep and we will see you in the morning. Bye! Good morning, it is 5:30 and we are back at the start line on race day. It is a cold, crisp morning. I suspect it's going to warm up pretty quickly. And look who we've got with us.
Morning.
How are we feeling this morning, Sonic?
Nervous.
Yeah, def out a lot of nerves going on. All of a sudden feels quite real.
It's a long way to go.
It is a long way to go, but here we are. Let's go and get a coffee or something. Okay, crossing the line. Here we go. Filtering in. Lap 2023. "47 miles of joy in this beautiful countryside." Let's do this thing. So there was all that excitement crossing the start line, but to be honest, since then it's just a big queue. It's just a big queue, but at least it's pretty. Look at this. This is going to be a warm one. We've been going for about half an hour and the layers are already starting to come off. First climb, but what a beautiful day. First checkpoint already. That's going quick. Okay, next feed station. I think we're about 17-18k in. We'll have a little check in a minute. Right, let's get some food. Feed station number 2, 18k or so. Excellently supported event, as expected. Loads of stuff, everything you'd want, including a big French baguette with jam on it. Delicious. So yeah, having some flat coke, having a few snacks, having a 5-minute breather, and then we're gonna crack on. So we're out at the second feed station and we're gonna crack on. Trying not to hang around. I was getting a bit too tempted to stay there for a while, but there we go. So yeah, good so far. Oh, look at this. Yeah, so that's the first of the really big hills that we're going up.
Very efficient climb up, it's good.
There you go, efficient climb up.
Efficient climb up. I'm taking that as easy climb. Let's see.
Runnable on the down.
Okay.
So that's good.
We'll make up some time there, yeah?
Yep. Same
Excellent.
with one spell. Steep up, gentle down.
So,
All good.
made the mistake of looking at the elevation profile before.
Right.
And saw one spell.
Yeah.
That wasn't good.
But you've got the halfway point to look forward to.
There is that. Have a little freshen up.
Yeah,
Pizza at halfway as well, is there?
I believe so, but don't hold me to it.
Well, we are holding you to it now. Otherwise, we're going to have to order a Domino's, and it's on you.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go. Out of the aid station. Weather this morning was pretty hot. It's actually cooled down nicely now. This is perfect running weather, so long may it continue. All right, let's get back to it. Look at this support crew I've got going on here. Onwards. Well, that was quite the climb, and it's not the biggest one that we're going to face today. It's the second biggest, so at least that's conquered, but stunning. I mean, just incredible, and what an amazing day for it. The sun's come out, which is not necessarily a good thing, as it's getting a little too hot for the wee ginger man from Manchester, but the views are sensational. Right, we're going to poodle on around that big pond. Let's go and find a big pond. Just drop down into Ambleside. Just gotta have a little pootle through the town. Try not to get too tempted by the pubs, restaurants, although fish and chip shop would be alright. It's about 11:15, so we missed park run by a couple of hours, unfortunately. Could have joined in for that, throw another 5k in the mix. Maybe not. So we have just come out of Ambleside and we are headed up to what is going to be the biggest climb of the day, Once Fell. So we're just at the base of it now, just sort of still heading through the edge of the town, heading on up. So we're about 25.5k in, so give or take 50k to go, and sort of got a bit of an idea of what would be a sort of an A goal, if you will, what would be the dream. And we sort of said that if we can cross the finishing line just as the sun's starting to set, which would be about 9 o'clock, give or take, that would be sort of plan A. So that's what we're aiming for, aren't we, Go?
Yeah, that's plan A.
Looking at that. Plan B and plan C and all the other plans is get to the finish line by hook or by crook, however long it takes. How that looks at the moment is, got 50k to go, and it is just before 11 o'clock. Now, the estimated time of arrival on my watch at the moment is saying 8:16, so that leaves 45 minutes to play with. But as the mountain goat rightly pointed out a minute ago, I'm going to get slower. So,
and we're going to stop at checkpoints.
We are going to stop. We are going to stop. But it has taken the average so far with some of the stops that we've made. So, who knows? Listen, that's plan A. Plan B is to finish. So, we'll update you later on. And let's go and tackle Once Fell. Conquered the beast. So we've got a good view of the pond. So where did we start, Steve?
Just down past the islands.
So over that sort of mid part over there, where I'm pointing now. So we've essentially come around here, up and over some big things, and here we are.
Once Fell.
The top Once Fell. Yeah, that was good. Brutal, but it was good. All downhill from here. Steve has just said we need to have a tactics talk, and he also prefaced the whole thing with I need to keep an open mind. Doesn't sound good.
Right, so
what are you thinking, Steve?
So look, the route comes up here and then it switches back to come along this contour down through High Borrens to Windermere. Yeah?
Yeah.
But if we took this path through Garban Pass into the next valley, we could come down along this path that would bring us down through, you know, parallel, and would bring us into Windermere just by a slightly longer route and help us build up the miles a tiny bit. Because you said at one stage, wouldn't it be good if we could round it up to 50 miles?
I did. I was quite drunk. I don't think what we need today is extra mileage and extra elevation, if I'm honest. Look,
I was just floating it as an idea.
I mean,
don't make the decision straight away.
All right, I'll give it some thought, but literally the route that he's proposing like goes off the map. It's that far out of the way. So I don't know, Steve.
I can't see what would go wrong.
I mean, technically we'd be cheating.
Okay, so we wouldn't get first prize anymore.
Well, I'm still going for first prize. That's a goal. All right, we're going to give it some consideration for about 3.3 seconds, and then we'll say, let's stick to the route. All right, I suppose we better crack on. We've added into this pasty. That should see us through for the next 5k or so, and then I think we're going to be at halfway.
Yeah, that's
about 5k. A park run to halfway.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not halfway, we're getting heckled. Alright, well, we're going to be some distance further on in this endeavour quite soon. Alright, check in a bit. We are at the backdrop and I'm a little bit more naked than I should be, but look who we've managed to catch up with. It's Mr. Moody.
Hello guys!
He disappeared at the start. He's done very, very well. His pace has been solid.
I have stayed up with Ali for a little bit, then I fell in a hole and did my knee some damage.
Oh yeah, that's looking pretty mucky.
And Ali very carefully and kindly left me to die.
Yeah,
so I've been hobbling around, but I did manage to catch Ali and Ernie here, so there you are, left about 15-20 minutes ago.
okay, so we're not that far behind them then. I'm quite surprised by that.
Everyone's doing really well, so fingers crossed, providing no one gets sunstroke, we're going to do fine.
Sweet as well. I mean, if we're not a million miles away from each other, it means that there's more time at the end to get a bit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you soon, Mr. Moody, maybe. Have a good one. Bye! Just come out of the halfway that's not quite halfway feed station. So halfway bag drop. So fresh socks, fresh shirt, suntan lotion, but the best thing of all at the feed station, Steve, was
Amazing pizza. Just
pizza.
Pizza.
It was pizza for days. It was glorious. Yeah. So we just had a load of Coke, not that kind, the liquid kind, and 3 slices of pizza, bit of chocolate. So I mean, what a lunch! Could have done with a pint, couldn't it? Really? Well, I suppose it's a bit early for a pint. So yeah, I guess we pootle on. We're I think we're about 35k, something like that. So just the 40k to go. Right, okay. Better walk off that pizza for a little bit and then we might jog again. Check in soon. Come out of the latest feed station again, did not disappoint. Some lovely cheese baguettes and a load of Coca-Cola. So yeah, it's good. It's good. And the update is it is 3:30 in the afternoon. We have done 45k, which leaves about 30 on the board. At the moment, the watch is predicting a finish time of about 10:15 p.m. So well after well after the A goal, though. We are slightly adjusting the A goal because we did say earlier, I believe, that
Because we're knackered.
because we're knackered, yeah. But we also said earlier that we were aiming for about 9 o'clock. Now, in reality, what we're aiming for is crossing the finishing line before it's dark. So that might be slightly after that. But at the moment, we're way behind that. But that will probably fluctuate. We'll see. Got some of the biggest climbs out of the way, which is good. So just try and keep a steady pace.
We're still running. We're still running when we can.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are pootling away here and there. I'm not complaining as much as I normally do, so that probably helps conserve some energy. Yeah, generally speaking, especially considering the heat today, I think we're doing all right. What do you think, Goat?
Yeah, I think we're doing really well.
Yeah,
really good. I mean, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it has actually. I've got to say, if it's something that you're considering doing at some point, it's a massive thumbs up from me so far. You can't fault the organisation of this.
No, like the feed stations are amazing. The sign posting is, perfect. You can't get lost.
Yeah.
Everybody and the volunteers is really amazing and friendly. There was pizza at Troutbeck, like fresh, just made pizza. Yeah, everything's like top on, and the route is brilliant. It's really tough, but it's really brilliant and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, can't argue with any of that. It's it's perfect. Yeah, it's very obvious why a lot of people today are doing this as their first ever ultra, and I think if you do this as your first thing, you're probably going to be back. So anyway, enough nattering. I guess we should hootle on. Here we go. We're 50k in, and we're having a bit of a lull, if I'm honest. It's been really hot for ages, and even though this is a gentler part of the course, it's just the heat and the constant undulations. It's defo taking its toll at the moment. I'm hoping we'll get a second wind of some kind soonish, but yeah, for now, yeah, me and Steve are having a wee struggle. Conversation has thinned a bit, which is to be expected, but it's 25k to go. It's just 5 park runs, just 5 park runs. So quick little sit rep, just come down off Grummer's How, and we have done 58k now, so that gives us what, 17 to go, and at the moment the ETA has got us at 9:48. We're thinking sun down 9:30, so we're sort of creeping towards it. So yeah, to be honest, it sort of brought us out of our lull a bit, just having that. We've sort of made ourselves a fake cut-off, a cut-off that we're inventing, because the cut-off on this is 6 o'clock in the morning, which I'm reasonably confident we'll get in before, so need to find about 18 minutes. Let's see. Final feed station, and I think we're both pretty broken, aren't we now? Yeah, we've had a bit of a struggle on this last section, which is to be expected.
Yeah, it's been tough, this.
Yeah, real tough. So, situation is, what time is it, did you say? Sorry, I forgot.
8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. Got about 7.5 to 8k-ish. Might be a tiny bit longer than that, we're not entirely sure. The watch is saying 7.5k, but the guys there are saying 6 miles, which is a bit more than that. So we've got an hour and a half to do that if we want to hit this sort of mythical 9:30 cut-off that we seem to have imposed on ourselves. But the sun is starting to go down. So let's see. Maybe cross the line without a head torch on. I feel like it's doable.
Yeah, it's still doable. Yeah, totally.
So we're going to chase the sun. And then we're going to collapse. Okay, right, a few more twiglets and then we're gone. And as is the tradition, it's just a park run to go. Now, if we wanted to make that mythical 9:30, we'd have to do that in 40 minutes, which, let's be honest, is not happening today. So we'll be a bit after that, but we're chasing the sun, and we're going to beat it. I won't be crossing the line with a head torch on. Okay, let's get this finished.